there we go. Right, I'm gonna leave you.
Right, I'm muting. I'm putting my Steam to offline as well, cause like Jesse needs to like stick a needle
All right, I'm gonna
like
I'm,
in
I'm
his
gonna hop
neck.
in top secret and I'll actually talk about the game this time. That was a bit of banter. I had a bit of fun with that one. It was still good games though. I'm gonna hop into top secret for this real quick. For the Scrub Killa versus Mike. Last time that I saw these guys play, Mike was really dictating the midfield play pretty heavily, but Scrub Killa had the advantage when it came to kickoffs and demos and just generally triggering his opponent. That's a really good save by Mike actually. He had very low boost, but he knew that he could get back in time. Good read. He didn't flip before he had to. And I'm not sure what that was supposed to be by Scrub. He just hit the ball straight into Mike, so pretty much asking to get wrecked. I'll have a post-game interview with Scrub Killa after this game. He wants to concentrate. He's muted himself in Discord. He's gone offline on Steam. He's full tryhard mode. Scrub Killa got wrecked 3-0 by Cuxer. He's gonna try his best against Mike though. Oh, and this could be the beginning of. Oh no way! Mike getting the most unlucky of kickoff goals. He doesn't hit the center of the ball from goal side, and then he bumps Scrub Killa into the goal. Scrub Killa, I guarantee you, if I could hear him right now, he would be laughing his ass off. He is absolutely loving himself right now, because that was that was pretty funny. Mike is not known for his kickoff. Good look around. Notice how Mike looked to his left. Oh, he can't find the open net though. Mike did look to his right to find where Scrub was right there. I just have to change my title real quick. I forgot to make it Scrub Killa versus Mike. There we go. Scrub Killa versus Mike rules. It's a good shot by Scrub right there. Really, really nice shot. He just like whipped it into the open net before Mike had any chance. Oh, that's a bit weird. Mike actually only single jumping on the dodge, on the face-off. Hey Kim, thanks to the 3 of your hosts. Hope you had a good stream earlier. I did notice you were streaming. Delayed flick by Scrub does get it ridiculously high. I don't know how he got the ball to nearly hit the ceiling with the Esper, but there you go. Delayed flick really does increase the height that you get in the ball. By that I mean he gets the initial pop, or he pops the ball up, air rolls forward into the ball, and then he flicks it. He might have done a backflip. I couldn't really tell because Mike's car was kind of blocking the view. Net's open. Bad shot though. Should get Mike in Discord. He's welcome to join. He does have my Discord. So he's welcome to join if he wants to. Well, Mike nearly had a chance to counter there. I feel like if he was aligned a little bit more to the left, or to the right rather, he could have had a counter. Oh, he gets bumped and that's going to be 3-1 Scrub. It feels like, compared to the last time these guys played, Scrub is definitely playing a lot faster now. He's not letting Mike dictate the play like he did last time that they played. And so long as Scrub is trying to contest the midfield play, his kickoff could be the difference for these players. His kickoff really could be the difference because he's got one of the best kickoffs in the world. Mike not finding the target second time this game, but Scrub Killa has an absolute seizure on the goal line. And let's see. Yep. Seizure. What? Seizure. He just backflipped for no reason and matrixed the ball. Mike within 1. Plenty of time to come back. That's an interesting kickoff. Mike's actually not dodging at the kickoff. He's just jumping once and trying to hit his nose bang in the middle. I've not seen that very much. Gives Scrub a smack in the boom. Not the best shot though. Bit of a fluff from Michael. Off the Costello variety. He looks back. Mike really making the most of this look back camera feature. Gets the idea that Scrub's going to make it back in time. Doesn't go for the 50-50 on the goal line, which is wise. Most of the time, a 50-50 is probably not going to go in your favour on the opponent's goal line. Fake shot. Ball's no longer bouncing though. Pretty hard to get the ball bouncing again after he lets it stop bouncing like that. I feel like Mike could have got the ball bouncing higher if he power slid into it from a sharper angle. We just saw him using his steering with no power slide, which is why the ball didn't bounce up very high. Pretty risky positioning by Scrub right there. Like, he's forcing a challenge which is almost never going in his favour. It didn't end horrendously though. And bang, the difference between Mike and Scrub so far this game. Scrub has scored 2 out of 2 long shots. Mike has actually missed 2 out of 2 long shots, albeit he did get one of the rebounded misses into the net. See, Mike is just not hitting the ball from goal side like Scrub is. Scrub gets his car between his goal, his being Scrub. Mike's just really panicked right now. Scrub's got him where he wants him. But what I was saying about kickoffs, what a save by Mike, that's really well done. The recovery could have been cleaner, he didn't land on his wheels like he should have. Oh, but he sits on Scrub Killa in the air and gets the block. I kind of want to see this again, so does Scrub. So Scrub Killa goes up for the aerial, gets sat on by Mike, and then accidentally own goals it. We'll see if Mike can actually hit a goal side kickoff here. Mike should be trying to get his car bang between his goal and the ball. He could have been a little bit more central, but that was good enough. He actually does win possession because the ball bounces so hard off the side that Scrub is on that it comes back to Mike's side. Scrub's doing a good job stealing boost here, and that's a very risky challenge by Mike. Turtle goal. That will be a successful turtle goal, because to get a successful turtle goal with the plus 20 points in game, you need to be fully upside down when you contact the ball and fully upside down when the ball crosses the line. Scrub Killa's favourite kickoff does get saved. Mike with a quick recovery that time. I'll try and watch all the diagonal kickoffs from Mike's perspective though, because I really feel like those are the ones that Mike is having trouble with. Mind games at the highest order right here. Mike in reverse. He actually will come out of here with the ball though, so it's worked in his favour. A good challenge by Scrub. He had a good read. He knew Mike was going to try and pop it forward. Even if Mike did try to do a shot, it wouldn't have been a good one. Let's see who got the boost. Scrub got that boost. That is really unfortunate for Mike. It looked like he could have been the one to take it, but no. Scrub with the boost on the demo. Very good play by Scrub. Very, very good play. Even wasting a couple of seconds to put it in. Valuable seconds from Mike. Those are valuable seconds when you're losing. That's a great strategy. Look at that. He knows that Mike can't get back for about 2 or 3 seconds, so he just waits. He doesn't hit the ball in as soon as it's in the goal. He waits very, very patiently. Now we're going to see Scrub Killa on the ball. Almost certainly the winner of game 1. I don't know if these guys are going to play more. Of course, both of them have been playing for quite a while. 1v1, definitely the most draining of game modes. Definitely the most draining of game modes, because you have to focus incredibly hard for the entire game. You being the sole attacker and the sole defender for your team. Sounds a bit silly to say, but when you think about it, it really does put a lot of pressure on you. Oh, not bad spinning on the nose by Scrub. Impressive stuff. We'll see if Mike wants to stick around for more. He has been playing a lot of games. I don't know what his plans are. Oh, he's going to play one more. So we're going to see if Mike can have better luck in game 2. Interesting game 1. Scrub definitely getting the most pressure. His long shot accuracy was better, and his kickoffs were better, especially the diagonal kickoff. This kickoff usually goes in like an even sort of position, so we're not too worried about that one if we are M1k3Rules. There we go, Mike with the early lead. Will he be able to hold on to it though? Notice how after this goal, Mike lands on the ceiling with his wheels and then double jumps back down. It might just look like he's doing it for fun, but that's a really, really good skill to learn, because you can get back down to the ground quicker. Right here, look at where Mike hits the ball. His car is not between his goal and the ball, like in a perfect line. Scrub Killa's is, and that's why Scrub Killa wins the kickoff so hard. Scrub Killa goes out of his way to push the ball from his goal side. Oh, the mind games! Scrub Killa baiting out the early jump by Mike. Mike's going to be feeling pretty bad after this one. He's just lost a kickoff goal and a mind game. And Scrub Killa's going to show him the replay of himself failing. Probably a good play by Scrub, just to increase the tilt levels of our Irish friend here. How do you see the viewer record from a channel? I use a website called twitchstats.net. That's how I see it. Is that actually a missed shot? Scrub not as accurate? No, he is. It's squeaked in. There we go. Scrub actually continuing his accurate shooting from distance. Just a very easy shot for a player of his caliber, but you've got to get those if you're under pressure. Yeah, see, Mike not dodging on the kickoff. I actually don't know if that's a good idea or not. I've not had enough experience with it or seen enough of those to know if it's a good idea. Pashy should 1v1 Marky. Marky's sleeping. He went to bed at like 11 in the morning after staying up all night. Mike back within 1 though. Good challenge. Still 4 minutes to go. Lots of playtime remaining. Just a really good block by Mike. He got a solid read on that ball bounce. Intercepted it perfectly. And, you know, in this kickoff he doesn't seem to be doing too badly. It's just a diagonal one that Mike's getting absolutely wrecked on. Wow, Scrub actually missing to the right of the goal. That's weird. Why do me and A-Money hate each other? I don't hate A-Money. If I, like, hate is too strong a word. There's a... I don't hate anybody, really. That's far too strong a word. A-Money, I think he just did some questionable things on stream. Streams at questionable times, and just generally... I don't know. I just don't enjoy his stream very much, but I mean, that's not really relevant. Not the best first touch by Mike, giving up possession pretty easily. If his first touch was more to the right, he would have had that ball under control, at least for a 50-50. So Mike actually, it's possible that that was scoreable. I think that was definitely scoreable, that kickoff goal. Well, when I say questionable times, I mean anybody for me who's streaming while the RLCS stream is on, I feel like that should not be a thing. Some people want to show their RLCS content from their perspective, but I think that videos is a far better format to do that, because, like, if you're competing for viewership with the RLCS... Oh, Scrub jumping over Mike! Doesn't get the second one though, and Mike now with the boost advantage should have a goal from this, probably. It's actually wide though. Mike continues his missing the long shot. Terrorific rain. Oh, squeaks the redirect under the bar. But yeah, I don't really have time for people competing for viewership with RLCS, because for Rocket League as a whole, whether you're trying to be pro, whether you're just trying to be like somebody who's having fun with the game, like, we should all be wanting the game to grow, and the best way for that to happen is for the esport to grow. So I don't know, I feel like everybody should be hosting RLCS, and if you want to show the content from your perspective, because it is pretty cool for, like, let's say A-Money's team, him, Matt and Sizz, if they want to go and show people what it's like for them to play in the group stages or the qualifier, just make a video, stick it on YouTube, because that won't compete with viewership. It'll actually create more content for the scene as well, so I think that's a far better solution. The only other thing I would mention is, you know, smurfing on stream is scummy, so I don't like people who smurf on stream. The ball is just submerged again. It's such a weird glitch. Like, what on earth did Psyonix do that the ball is submerging itself? Is it a floor glitch? Is there any teams looking for a coach? Your LTC? I have no idea. Ah, so Mike actually bringing the game back. Well done by Michael. Do a Doomsy? Yeah, Doomsy's videos are very good. Very good. I don't know. I don't like the idea of streaming during RLCS. I would never do it. Like, the Rocket League depends on RLCS succeeding. If Rocket League is to succeed as an esport, RLCS has to succeed. What is smurfing? Smurfing is just somebody playing on a lower rated account so that they can get easier games and stomp on noobs. Or, like, boosting is like a method of smurfing, where you play with somebody who's on a smurf account. That's like a second account where they'll be playing against lower rated opponents. Oh, no way! Scrub actually nearly saving that shot by landing on Mike. Yeah, I don't think there's any excuse for smurfing on stream, except, like, if you're legit, like, just playing Euro by yourself. Leveling up another account is, like, probably the least heinous version of it. But, like, I still think that should all be done off stream. If you're streaming, get on your main. If you're advertising yourself as the top player in the world, like some people stick in their title, like, oh, top such and such player in the world, then they're smurfing. I'm like, just get on your main. It's pathetic. But no, there was some incident actually, where A-Money held up an entire tournament for 4 or 5 hours because he was playing on his what are those things called? Virtual reality? Mike with the save of his life right there. Oh, he's not gonna get this one though because he's over-rotated scrub in the bottom left corner. Or boosting your girlfriend on stream while smurfing. Yeah, that's kind of scummy. But no, A-Money held up a tournament for like 5 hours because he was on his Vive, or whatever they're called. He was streaming his like virtual reality, some stupid virtual reality game. Held up a tournament for 5 hours, and by the time he was finally available to play, like the European teams had gone to sleep because it was so late. So the tournament had to wait the next day, and I was like, come on. Mike just missed the boost, by the way. Rip Mike's boost, VR headset. The Vive. The Vive. The Vive. The Vive, the Vive. Gibbs does it for money and he's a douchebag. I mean, I like Gibbs. I still think that there's other ways that you could teach people how to beat or to win their way out of low rating than getting in a Smurf account and playing like a potato. Because I'd get pretty frustrated if one of my teammates was just driving around not boosting. And I know that he probably like doesn't like Gibbs isn't a mean guy. He's not a bad guy, but I don't know. I think there's better ways to show people how to beat low rated players than smurfing. Wouldn't you just disqualify him? Well, the thing was that the tournament that A-Money was holding up, it wasn't really something that you could disqualify teams from. They needed the games to be played because they were making like video features out of it. Like, so right at the end of this game, we had Mike 1 goal down going for an aerial in front of Scrub's net. He only did that because there was about 13 seconds left and he needed an equalizer. If it was like a tie game or Mike winning, we probably wouldn't have seen him go up for that equalizer, for that aerial, because by doing so he put himself in a very counter-attackable position. Did Mike leave flipside? No, Mike is going to the LAN and he'll be playing, which I'm very excited about. I keep it real. I'm just blunt and honest, dude. Some people don't like me for it, but I don't really care. If somebody doesn't like me for just telling the truth, then I don't want them here anyway. They can just leave. And if somebody doesn't like me because I exposed them for all of their scummy actions, then that's too bad. Change your ways or continue to get scum called out. Who covers for Scrub at LAN? What do you mean? What are comms like at the LAN? I don't know, dude. I assume that they're going to be using like headsets with what's it called? Sound cancelling. Notice how Scrub didn't grab that boost immediately because he knew that Mike might shoot straight into his net. So pretty good play by Scrub. He didn't go for the boost until he knew that Mike's shot opportunity was gone. Looks like Mike might have upped the tempo this game. Good hook shot. He just gets the ball rolling off target, then redirects it on target. It's a very aggressive Mike that we're seeing here, definitely upping the tempo. So long as he can keep ahead or even, this is going to work very well, I feel. But as soon as he goes behind, this could be bad. Do I think teams will disband at the LAN, after the LAN? Yes. You can do the RSS line in season 15, who fills the spot? I mean, Scrub Killa's team didn't qualify, he plays for Crown and Jewels didn't qualify for the LAN, so nobody's going to need to fill his spot. I mean, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know that doesn't necessarily mean that Gibbs can't do it the way he's doing. I'm just saying that there are probably better ways to do it, to teach people. Gibbs's motive is to teach people how to rank up at a low ranks. I think there's probably better ways to do that than smurfing, because smurfing is like a bad example. I don't know if did he do it on like an Xbox account or something at least. Like if it was like genuinely a second account for a different platform, then that's probably fine. Yeah, do I think it's smurfing when somebody leaves console to play on PC? Nah, that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with people having multiple accounts, but like I just don't like the idea of people streaming and like advertising themselves smurfing, because I know other people like you have to remember the streamers are role models, and you know, if somebody on stream is smurfing, then they're going to be influencing a lot of people who are watching to think that smurfing is like a good thing to do, when really it isn't. It's it ruins the game for lots of people. What a save by Scrub. It was actually really weird. He flipped to the wrong side of the ball and actually managed to put it onto the near post anyway. Turned into a pass to Mike, but the initial save was quite decent. Play 2 is a Scrub when Mike is gone. I might do, I'll think about it. Who knows, we might get more 1v1s on the go. People seem to be enjoying them, so... Feels backflip Mike. But it's actually worked out in his favour. Oh, very much so, because that save by Scrub is the most poo save of his life. If he's not tilted after that one, I don't know what's going to tilt him. I'm going to make him watch this actually, because that's pathetic. Like, he just gets there so early. That's an over-rotation. He gets to the ball far too soon, and he can't do anything but save it rather than clear it to the side. How did I get started on streaming? I was just streaming for some friends and for fun. I had like, you know, 11 followers or 30 followers for a month, and then one day I had a funny stream where I had this ball spinning on a goal line, and I decided to stream it, and that's when I first got my name out there. Then I met people like Scrub, Killa and Mike and Marky, became pretty good friends with those boys. They like helped me get started. And then I think my biggest breakthrough is I casted a Scrub Killa versus Kronovi 1 versus 1 live on my stream, and I uploaded it to YouTube and Reddit, and everybody like just fell in love with my casting, which is pretty cool. So that was what was the breakthrough, I guess, for me as a caster. Are there any competitive PS4 players? I don't think so. Well, I mean there are, but not like at the very top level. They're at like a decent level. Oh, Mike's too low on boost. He's not going to be able to challenge Scrub here. I don't know where Mike lost all his boost. It looked like he had fairly good amounts of control, but he just let the ball go a little bit too far away. You're the guy with the spinning ball. I am the spinning ball guy. Look at the chat. If you have better touch TV emotes enabled. There we go. So look at the ball spins when they show up in the chat. That's me. I'm the ball spinning guy. Some people don't remember that. Do you want to talk about streamers being role models? You should do a 5 especially on M1k3Rules is for the community. You seem pretty biased here. I've never justified Mike's actions. All I said when I did a massive rant about the Mike situation last time I streamed, or 2 times ago. What a save by Mike. Good catch. Ooh. So Mike going for a bit of an infield dribble, but Scrub turns at an okay time, gets a very good block and good follow-up. The ball actually bouncing quite favourable. If you have better touch TV, you need to go to your settings, better touch TV settings, and enable GIF emotes, because the ball spin GIF is actually a spinning ball. It's really spinning. You need GIF emotes. The dead zone fuzz about. It's just some controller issue. I can't be bothered to explain it. Sorry. Excuse me, I feel like if Mike wants to go for a ball carry fake like that, where you just like don't do anything and try and get the other guy to jump over you, at the last second he should probably drop the ball off of the front of his nose, because right there he was just like carrying the ball on top of his car, which makes the ball like really high off the ground. If he like just hits the brakes and lets the ball fall in front of his car, it's more likely that Scrub will jump over it. Sub button, I'm gonna apply for one. Hopefully I'll get one, because I've been getting a lot of viewers recently, so my channel's definitely growing, so I feel like there's a pretty good chance to Joni leave F3, I guess. Oh, Mike with the Coxer 97 impression. Beautiful play. Mike actually skipping the replay, but me and Scrub are gonna check this one out. Very good. For people who want to learn how to do that, for me, I was able to get much more reliability with my off-the-wall ball follow rebounds. If I hit it, what I do is I visualize a line starting at my car, going through the ball, and I look where that line's going to hit the wall, and if the line isn't parallel, or if the line isn't perpendicular with the wall, I'm missing. I need to make like myself be perfectly in line with the ball, and if the ball's got momentum in this direction, my car should also have momentum in this direction. You just want to try and match the ball's momentum. Oh, good job by Mike. That was very, very clinical. Very, very clinical. He's actually getting some kickoff goals, so he's making his kickoff work. Probably just needed some practice. Good control there not to hit the post and also not to let Scrub challenge him. Damn. Excuse me. This kickoff is the one that's giving Mike the most trouble. And I really feel like it's the same issue. Mike just isn't putting his car goal side of the ball. He just has to put his car goal side, and by that, I've explained it before, but I'll explain it again. If we watch right here, where's goal side of the ball? Right there, in the middle. If you're off to the side of the ball, you're not goal side. Goal side is the side of the ball closest to your goal. Looks like the kickoff goals getting to Mike mentally. Oh, Scrub trying to keep the ball in the line. If Scrub had managed to stop that ball on the goal line, that would have been huge, because look, Mike's just stopped himself. He's not going back to defend. I think, yeah, Mike started going back to defend when he realized Scrub might try it and be cheeky and stop the ball on the goal line. But yeah, see right there, Mike's just hitting the ball more on the side, so he doesn't get as solid a contact as Scrub does, who is hitting it bang in the middle from the side of the ball that his goal is on. That's what we call goal side. It's a real life football term that I used to use when I was playing football in my younger years. Mike might have had a goal there if not for the aerial demolish from Scrub Killa. This ball's going to stay up though. Really, really small chance for Mike. He has to do something special here. He's going to try and keep it up.
Keep it blunt. Real always.
Hey, Jammer Supreme, thanks for the £3.59 or 79 donation. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll keep it blunt. I'm not going to lie. I'm an honest guy. Very, very close game at the end there. Mike, the diagonal kickoff coming back to bite him. I really feel like he just has to learn how to hit that ball more goal side and he'll be Gucci, because the rest of his game was pretty solid. Could get someone else in here if might be able to get we'll let them play again. These boys want to play another game. I could definitely find a new challenger for these boys. I'm sure there's plenty of people wanting to play. But I mean, Mike Rules versus Scrub, some very good games. Mike Cast Scrub versus Johnny, that would be quality. That would be quality. I'll tell you what, for this one I'm going to hop in the abyss. So I'm going to be paying very, very, very close attention to Mike's diagonal kickoff right here. Will he be able to sort it out? Because so far that has been the difference. That has been the difference on kickoffs at least. They've been pretty even on every kickoff that isn't the diagonal spawn ones. So Mike's actually playing with a bit of a slower tempo. He started off the last game against Scrub with a super, super high octane tempo game, no pun intended. This game he slowed it down a little bit, then a burst of speed to try and get the shot in the bottom left corner. He's just playing keep away right here, keeping the ball away from Scrub. That's not a good touch though. Scrub could aggress that, decides not to. Oh, that's a good jump by Scrub. Mike's probably going to make it back though. It seems like these guys are kind of adapting to each other's play. I feel like they're starting to play more and more similarly. Scrub's going for, you know, the same kind of aggressive posturing that Mike does. Okay, never mind. He runs away like a girl. He thinks about coming back in. It's just a fake challenge though. Mike with the very direct route. Very direct route by Mike. He doesn't find the hole in the wall, which is the goal. But Mike definitely has the most of the possession in this game. He's kind of... I feel like he's trying to play a really, really safe approach here. He's worried about hitting the post really hard in case Scrub Killa gets the counter. Speaking of hitting the post really hard, Scrub Killa still playing. Let me just... So there we go. Mike actually avoiding a kickoff goal. It's a big deal because now he's into midfield play. He's going to feel a lot more comfortable. If he loses a goal after a midfield play segment like this, that will really, you know, hurt both his chances and his morale moving forward, just because he has to go into another kickoff immediately afterwards. Opinion on Esper? I like the Esper. I think it hits the ball very well. Can new players with high aspirations of going pro catch up? Depending on how long Rocket League stays as an esport, absolutely. I think that a new player, if they have the work ethic and the right infrastructure around them, by that I mean like coaching or mentoring by another player, they could reach the top in a matter of like 6 months from starting. Need a good work ethic and good infrastructure though. And obviously, good natural ability. 2 minutes remaining at 1-0 on the clock. This is just because of Scrub's inability to like get Mike away from the ball. Oh, just as I say it, Scrub does exactly that, and very, very good finish. Look at that. As soon as Mike is away from the ball, Scrub gets up and puts it right in the top of the net. Look at that finish. Whew. That's a peach. That is a peach. That's what that is. Oh, Mike, a bit ambitiously going for the kickoff goal. He doesn't get it. Maybe deciding halfway through that he wasn't going to hit the ball. What a challenge! The backwards challenge is on target. Killa panicking. I think if Mike had read that better, he might have had a shot on net that would have been uncontested. But he moved up a little bit too close. Killa's clear, catching him off guard slightly. That was very nearly punished. But the infield dribble. Oh, Mike does get punished. First he goes for the infield dribble, gets dunked on. Then he goes for the bump play. Killa, I feel like Killa got bumped and didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I heard somebody get bumped. So pretty weird that Killa didn't go flying up the wall there. That was pretty weird. But, okay. There you go. And then diagonal kickoff going in Scrub's favour. I've said this before. Mike really struggling on diagonal kickoff because he doesn't hit a goal side. So long as he keeps hitting the side of the ball, Scrub's going to rinse him on diagonal kickoff. Yeah, Mike's going to the LAN and he's playing. Mike going for a bit of a mind game there. Not a terrible idea. Scrubs managed to turn a 1-goal lead from Mike into a 3-goal lead for himself. He might stop this ball in the goal line as well. Well done. Mike has to come back and own goal this because Scrub will just leave it there. If Mike has any chance of coming back, then he has to come back and own goal this. Look, Mike realizes what Scrub's doing and he has to race back to own goal it. Just because if he doesn't, Scrub's going to keep it there for the rest of the game. Very good play by Killa. Very, very good play by Killa. Oh man. I mean, Mike had the goal lead, then 2 minutes to go, Killa all of a sudden gets an aerial goal, a beautiful aerial goal into the top of the net, and then not too long later he's up by 3. Softgo, thanks for the host, dude. Hope you had a good stream. But yeah, Killa just absolutely took over the game. Mike was in control until 2 minutes remaining, and the last minute and a half have been just all Scrub. Wow, Mike winning a diagonal kickoff! It happened! We did it! The diagonal kickoff has been won. He hit a goal side, yes! He was right between his goal and the ball and he dunked on Scrub. Beautiful. That's amazing. Mike won a diagonal kickoff. Unbelievable. Just beautiful stuff. We won the previous game. Scrub's beaten Mike 3 times in a row. Last game was extremely close. I feel like if Mike can fix this diagonal kickoff, he'll be absolutely in this. But until he doesn't fix it, or until he fixes it, it's going to be very rough to have a chance against Scrub. He's trying to get Mike off this ball. Mike's not interested though. Oh, he doesn't manage to keep it up though. Pashi making excuses not to play. like being tired in 2016. Poofed.